What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ownageboat. We're here on day 4 of StreamerU, auditing from not StreamerU, but we're auditing from the internet like every other good classic student. Today we're going to be watching day 4 of Ludwig and his teaching presentation. So we're going to see what he's got to say. Again, I ain't got no riz, as the kids would say. So this unk be gonna be up in his game to add some riz to his stream, pizziz or something like that. I don't know. Watch me, you guys. It's free. I'll be free for the rest of your life. YouTube.com/ownageboat, @ownageboat, twitch.tv/ownageboat. Like, subscribe. It's free. Unless you're subscribing on Twitch, with then it's like a give me those Bezos bucks. Anyway, by the end of this class, hopefully we have leveled up to, I think, 400. Yesterday was a 300 class, he said. Maybe today will be a 400. We've been working on our audio stuff. Hopefully it'll be better today. And then we'll just go from there. Look forward to what I got. We'll be learning a lot. So let's switch over here and let's get into this. See, hold on, wait for it. What is it called? My last class. Where is it? There it is. All right, we're gonna make that nice and full screen. Ooh, it's big and bright. All right, so I haven't watched this. So let's just do a quick audio check, make sure everything looks good, and then we'll jump into the class, because we don't need to look at breakfast. I mean, he's got some French toast, bacon, some potato chunks, some eggs. I'll say that's a decent breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal, so you shouldn't be skipping it. But let's see what his morning looks like.
Streamer, you are, like a person with ambitions and goals and whatever. But it's a much shorter presentation, but I think it's all right. It'll work. Are the slides done? Yeah, I might add 1 or 2, but it's mostly done. All right, we should get to class. Hey.
Okay, good. I feel like that could be good. Hopefully I didn't blow you guys out. We'll find out how it goes. So let's jump to class and let's learn. That was quick. He jumped 48 seconds in and we're in class. I do have one thing to say, but maybe I'll save it to the end of class, right? That's what the teacher always would say. So let's do it. Let's save it to the end of class.
This is a little teacher trick. Check it out. Guys, this will be my last class as StreamerU. I'm glad you all came here today. Thank you all for being here.
What was the trick? Just standing there and looking at the class? Maybe.
I have a question on the board. It's a bit of a joke question. I'm sure you've seen it pop up on Twitter time to time. Is streaming harder than a 9 to 5? We're not talking.
Is streaming harder than a 9 to 5? I mean, it depends on the 9 to 5, right? Like dirty jobs, doing a 9 to 5. Oh boy, that's tough. Like I'd just be throwing up in my own mask. Be a bad time. Now, is it hard to be engaged and turned, like, keep it on and like churn the riz, as we've been using the kids word of riz to get it on? Yeah, I think it is hard. You got to be engaged all the time, right? Like I don't even know what's going on in chat. Could be nobody, could be somebody, but if they are there, you want to show them some respect, right? Like how often do you get into a room of hundreds of people, let alone more than 5, right? So 2, heck, I show my wife respect, right? So that's one-on-one. You best be showing people respect. So yeah, it can be hard to be engaged and on point for hours and hours while sitting. You better be doing a workout beforehand. Anyway, Let's see what he says. Is it harder than a 9 to 5? Final answer, yes.
Talking about this too seriously. It's more of a clickbait title for this class. Shout out YouTube. But what are your thoughts? Any thoughts on this? Anyone have an opinion here?
I would say that like being a successful streamer and all the things that come with streaming, like if you're actually doing it, is definitely harder because like the percentage of people that can actually be like a big streamer, like you can hit live and that is just the easiest thing in the world to do, and that's way easier than a 9 to 5. But like being like a top streamer is definitely way harder because of how much more slim the percentage is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would agree with that. Again, so I could just hit live and I could sit here and play some games and be like, hey guys, like, subscribe, donate, sub, whatever, right? Buy my socks. Not very appealing. Maybe I went to the gym that day and they're good socks, hopefully. Some sweaty ones. Anyways, point being is that if you just hit live, you're missing out on the pre-work, right? Like, what was I gonna do today? I had a whole other thing planned, but that's just getting pushed back because we got day 4, so we wanted to talk about day 4, get it out in front of the curve, and here we are. So we planned something and now that's pushed back, and then this is the thing that we're doing now. So yeah, it could be tough. You got to be planning, you got to be thinking ahead. How are you going to segment your time? That was one of the things we talked about, segmenting. So yeah, it can be hard if you're not doing the pre-work, or it can be easy if you're not doing the pre-work. It gets harder the more pre-work you do.
I think it's fair. I think there's a lot more reward for the work you put in, right? Like you can work as hard as you want on a 9 to 5. You get whatever they told you you'd get at the start of the year. And so most people don't try to work as hard as they can, right? Because there's no incentive there. Streaming, if you do really well, you can make a crazy amount.
Let's make that money. Rain on me. Please not quarters, because those hurt because they're big.
Streaming though, however, there are some downsides. Hello everybody, I'm Professor L. Today we're going to be talking about what happens next. You guys.
What happens next? Well, I hit live and now we're talking. Do I just keep going? Do I keep talking for hours?
Have made it through StreamerU, U, and I have to say to you all, congratulations! Serious congratulations, guys. You have made it through. Here are some fun stats for you all to relish in. 40 million total hours watched. That is across all streamers. 57% of the students here have hit their peak CCV this week. Raise your hand if that was you. Raise your hand if you hit your peak CCV. Congratulations.
Current something views? Well, I don't know what CCV is. Let's add it in a post, hopefully.
Guys, that's very exciting. And 8 million total followers were gained. Did you all gain followers? Oh, yeah. Y'all went up? It feels pretty good, doesn't it? Going live, knowing you'll have a higher average, a higher peak, more people tuned in. All right, guys, that's the good news. This was the fun part. Now get
Oh, the fun part. Now get ready for the downside. You got to keep going when your numbers are going down, because everybody's numbers are going to go down.
ready for the fall off. No. Let me break down this chart for you all because it might be a little bit confusing, but this is last year's StreamerU. This base number was their peak CCV at StreamerU. Every following moment here is another month that passed, okay? So basically what this means is most streamers hit their peak CCV here. Okay, this is you. This is you right now. You just crushed it. And as you can see, most lines are...
Thanks, Ludwig. I appreciate the compliment. I love crushing it. I plan to crush it some more. Technically, I'm really not making a lot of uptick, so maybe I'll just keep upticking, right? We'll just never go down. That's what we can do, right? Right?
Below 0%, aka they never hit the peak that they hit at StreamerU again. There's some exceptions. You can see some crazy lines up here. Some people hit it again, some people far surpass it again. More simply put, you guys need to prepare yourselves for the fall off. It is inevitable. It is not probable, it is inevitable Do we all agree with this? Does this kind of make sense? Yes, we were at StreamerU. Kai Cenat went live. He ended. 500,000 people had to scatter somewhere. They went to the category. You were in the category. Okay? You were at the party. You were at the basketball game. Whatever it is. These are exactly how it's going to look. If you prepare yourself, it won't hurt as much. It won't feel as bad because you'll know what's coming. 40%. Okay. That is the median StreamerU.
The percentage of viewers you will lose over the next month. Oh man, 40% of one is going to be really tough. That's like, I'm going to have to chop off maybe at my waist, maybe below my waist, maybe at like my thighs, and I'm going to have no knees, and I might still be able to stay there. So hopefully I can do this without knees.
Student from 2025, how many viewers they lost? They lost 40% of their viewers the week after StreamerU. The week after, okay? 87% of the people from last year never hit their peak CCV that they hit at StreamerU again. They never hit it again. That's 87%, okay? And this is a stat that's probably the saddest to read out.
87%, the percent of students at StreamerU who will never hit their peak again. Man, if I don't hit 2 again, it'll be real hard up for this career. I like talking to people, so you know.
10% never went live again. Just straight up.
Wow, 10% just straight up quit out the gate. They were like, he's like, hey, quit. And they were like, yeah, that sounds like a plan. Let's quit. Crazy. That's crazy.
And some of you in this room might not stream after this again. You stream for the first time? Have you thought about this?
I'm streaming every day the rest of the year.
I like that. So, this is an inevitability. It is not a bad thing, however. We have some good news. We got some stuff that we can relish in. It's not all bad. Everyone falls off, okay? This is not a unique experience that we are going through because of StreamerU.
Oh, you're saying I'm not unique? Dang it, Ludwig. I am unique. I'm special. My mom said so.
Everybody experiences this. iShowSpeed is going to fall off.
No, he's not.
Kai Cenat is going to fall off. In a grand sense, Father Time is undefeated if what you are chasing is viewership, success, subscribers. All of that eventually goes. You're not probably going to be doing it in 50 years. You know, this is...
Could I do this in 50 years? Yeah, I think so. That'd make me 90. Shout out 90 streaming from the old home. You know, I think I could do it. We'll just optimize our setup, attach that shit to the wheelchair. It's gonna be a sweet ass wheelchair by then. Yeah, we could do it.
This is a short-lived thing. Don't attach so much of your self-worth into these numbers that you don't have complete control over. All right? And Jason, you said no. All right. Here's a little question for you then. Give me 3 actors from 100 years ago.
Morgan Freeman. I said this yesterday.
100 years ago. I'll open up to the class. Who got me? Let's just go. We had the whole class. We got 30 plus people in this room.
Harold Lloyd.
Harold Lloyd. Okay, that's
100 years ago. Maybe Shirley Temple. She was maybe in the 20s. 100 years ago, I don't know if Lucy was in the 100 years ago club. And Paul Newman. Those are my guess. Paul Newman, Lucy, Ricardo, even though Ricardo I think was her stage name, so just Lucy. Lucille Ball. That was her name. And frick, what was that first one? Shirley Temple. Those are my 3. Spot check me, somebody.
1. That's a good poll. Who got me? Let's get 3. The most famous people alive from 100 years ago. Your solo carrier.
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin, 2.
Oh shit, Charlie Chaplin is a good one. That's a good one.
1 more.
Jackson Myers.
Buster Keaton, 3. Bang. This is pretty hard to do. You see what I'm saying? In 100 years, There will be some people who may be last in the times, whatever, I shall speed whoever, but everyone's eventually gonna fall off. This is not a unique experience you guys are going through. But there are things we can do to prevent that. That's what my class has been about. It's been about setting up goals for yourself to hold yourself accountable, setting up schedules to have more consistency. I have one more homework assignment. I want you guys to do this right now. It's gonna be the most valuable thing that you can leave StreamerU with. That is a friend. Now you guys
Get one new student's contact info today. All right, that's cool. I ain't got no friends, except I did reach out to my Discord and was like, hey, you guys, let's be buddies.
have already made a lot of friends. You already have a lot of contacts. You're probably already falling into some groups, familiar faces. Let's find some unfamiliar ones today. My homework assignment for you is to get contact information with somebody new you have not spoken to or not spoken to a lot. Do that right now. Right now, it's 40 people. Go ahead. Find somebody new. Want my number? Wait, Jason.
This is good filler. I'll let them do their thing for a moment.
Chaos in the classroom. You know what I would do if I was in the room? I would walk up to the whiteboard and put my contact information down. And I'd be like, "Hey, anybody needs a person? Right here. I'm your guy." That's how you just screw going to one person. You get 5 to 10 people, right? You just put your name on the board. Boom, done. Big money. Big connects.
Don't leak it, don't leak it.
I spelled my name wrong, but Ludwig's in there.
That's inevitable for me.
Yes.
Like, I just think, like, I don't want to sound cocky or like a narcissist, but I've only gone up. Like, there's been waves.
J-Shock, it's inevitable.
Yeah, it is.
It's inevitable.
But, like,
So don't fear it.
I think that
It doesn't matter.
people don't fall off. The audience just doesn't stay on.
Okay. I like that mentality.
You know?
That's it.
If you hear my voice, clap once. Have a seat. If you hear my voice, clap twice. All right, take your seats, all. Take your seats, everybody. All right, that's fun. That was a lot of conversations happening. I apologize, there might not be enough chairs. Cameramen, if possible, if you could stand so some students could have a seat. I apologize, cameramen, no disrespect. We just have a very full class today. Respect to all my cameramen. All right, guys. Just to
Cameramen. The hidden thing that is like keeping everybody happy, because again, the content must roll. You got to have the cameraman and you got to have the, what's it called? It's a Jerry man? No, what is it called? It's a film term. There's a film term for like the guy who solves problems. Hold on. Film man who solves problems name in production. It's a production role. No, not like a, what is the film production roles? Let's start there. Gaffers. They do the lighting. They just, key grips, lightings and key grips. They get all the stuff done. All the stuff that you're like, oh, I don't, I'm not holding the camera, but the key grip is getting stuff done. Your gaffers are holding the stuff. It's a whole thing. There's actually, when you like film and you see the film, there's a reason there's names of people that you're like, what's the key gaffer and the key grip? Like, they're getting shit done.
reiterate it, I think one of the most valuable things you can leave here is the relationships that you made here. And I want to, for a moment, talk about collabs. I want to talk about collaborating.
Hey Ludwig, you want to collab? I think I'm to the north of you. I think you're in California. Oh, look at that. Cameraman writes. Again, they're talking about cameraman.
What I view as the most important parts of a successful collaboration. Before we jump to it, I'm curious your guys' thoughts. What do you think, let's see some hands, the most important thing to get out of a collab is?
Oh, what do I think is the most important to get out of a collab? I think the most important thing to get out of a collab is if you're a content creator, I think it's to get your face and name somewhere. Like somewhere. You gotta carpet bomb the world with your whatever you're doing. I think that's what that is. And if you're not doing that, it's to be helpful and be part of a resource and team of whatever you're working on. It could be a streamer thing where it's like, hey, I'm just helping you out. Cool, that's cool. But I think it's to be building your network. I think building your network, that's kind of what he was trying to do. Collab, build your network.
What is the most important thing? I don't have a guess. What do we got? Snow cone.
To like build a strong connection with each other.
Build a
Ooh, right there. She's on to the network.
stronger connection. Okay, that's interesting. What do you got?
I would say like learning something that you haven't learned before.
Learning something you haven't learned before. Okay. Who else got something? What do we got?
I think meeting someone that you would want to continue to make content with.
Okay, like strengthening relationships, similar to the first one.
I think having like a different, like if you collab with somebody that's not under your umbrella, it's like different eyes on you.
So like trying to get people from a different umbrella and sort of cross-pollinate audiences.
I like that. I think one other thing is you can find somebody who's good at something that you're not at. Like, again, not everybody has to do the same thing and be good at the same thing. So if you're just good at something and they're good at something else, maybe they can do your thumbnails, maybe they can do your whatever, and you can do their editing, right? Or maybe you can help them with the clipping, right? So it's a kind of you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Okay.
I was gonna say something like exposure, because like if you collab with someone who's like in another niche, you like cross niche.
That makes sense. Fuck all that. Most important thing. Guys, the absolute most important thing you can do in a collab, have fun.
Oh shit. Of course, you got to be having fun. I like to have fun. Hey Ludwig, you want to have some fun? Anybody in this class? If you guys see this, let's have some fun. I'm in Washington. We'll have fun.
Okay? That is literally the #1 most valuable.
Fun. If everyone has fun collabing together, there will be a high chance they will do it again. Yeah, I agree. If we're having fun, it's good.
Thing you can ever do in a collab is have fun. Why? Because if everyone's having a good time, you'll want to do it again. That is literally the most important thing. It is ultimately a relationship. It's an interpersonal relationship. Is there a third tertiary thing going on? Okay, viewership success, yada, yada, yada. Sure. But if you're not having fun with somebody, even if the viewership's great, are you going to want to keep doing it? If your interaction with the streamer is, let's just say a hypothetical, you're at a university and they throw sauce on you and they have 150,000 viewers, and so your viewership goes up because everyone wants to see what happens after the sauce is on your body. Is that someone you want to hang out with again? Do you want more sauce on you? Probably.
Do you want more sauce on you? I think it depends on the type of sauce, right? Like people back in the day of Nickelodeon, they were getting slimed. Nothing wrong with getting slimed. I don't want some Frank's Red Hot on me. I don't need no shade to Frank's Red Hot. I put that shit on everything except me.
Not. So maybe you'll want to avoid Rakai. But the other, and this is literally a list. I'm going 1, 2, 3 in my view, okay? When I run events, I run major events with 40, 50 plus people. The #1 thing that I focus on is everyone who went had a good time, because if they had a good time, they'll come to another one. All right, a little secret for this one. If you have food, they have a lot better of a time. If it's in person.
People love food. Again, you give them a pizza, give them some apples, they'll be in a good spot.
You guys get food, people get way happier when they're full. Second thing, make it easy. Okay? If you are setting up
The premise of what you want to do should be clear and exactly when and how long needs to be communicated. Yeah. Make it easy. Be clear. Communicate. Again, hard for people. People are hard up on the communication pipeline. they don't quite get it, you know, it's something important to do. Communicate.
This collab idea, maybe you had the idea. Make it as easy as possible. What you are going to do, where you are going to do it, when you are going to do it, how long it's going to be. Communicating all that efficiently is super valuable, okay? Maybe there's a creator here who's a bit larger, who you made a connection with, but you know they're busy. Make it as easy as possible for them to say yes to the collab. And then third, and this is I think what you guys are poking on, to me this is the least important. Still valuable, sure, but it's the hype you get from it, all right? It's the success that comes from the collab.
The stream performs well with hype. Again, hype trains, kind of cool, right? I guess. I don't know what the hype train's about. I ain't getting on it. I haven't been on one. Wink, wink. Twitch TV/Ownageboat.
Cross-pollination, whatever. Right, that's great. Cool. That is the least important part of a collab. Are you gonna stop hanging out with your friends because it doesn't get you views?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Interesting perspective. All right. Here's a real message that I received from a viewer. His name's Rui. He's a smaller streamer. He said, hey, Ludwig, I was listening to The Yard, and I caught a conversation that I had with my friends about how long it would take for somebody to beat me in Super Smash Bros. Melee. If you don't know anything about me, I'm a professional Super Smash Bros. Melee player. So how does someone who starts from day 0 learn to beat me? All right, so he came up with a proposal. This is the proposal he sent me. He outlined exactly what he was going to do, how much work he was going to put in, and what his expectations were for me. Now this came all because we were talking about a hypothetical situation. How long would it take someone to learn? He wanted to make that reality. Do you know what I said to Rui? Snap yes. Why? You made it easy for me. Sounded fun to do. And I like the guy. I think he's putting in work. I collab with people all the time. I collab with big streamers. I collab with small streamers all the time, constantly. And I will collab with literally anybody in this room if you come to me with a good proposal that makes it easy on me. Who here knows who Squeaks is? Squeaks hits me up. He's about a 100 viewer Super Mario 64 speedrunner. I like Super Mario 64. I watch his Squeak streams. I think he's funny. He hits me up, he says, let's do a race. Do this day, it'll take an hour total. That's it. I do it. It was an amazing time. What happened? Squeaks is funnier than me. Half my viewers left to go watch him. Now he's a wildly successful streamer. This could be you. Ooh.
Okay, all right. So you got it. I don't know. I'll think of something, Mr. Professor L, and we'll make it happen. It'll be Unk versus Unk.
One moment here. All right, guys, this is gonna be very important in collabs, and I'm sure you've experienced this. Be careful of what you become in pursuit of what you want. A lot of you guys are very successful streamers at getting clippable moments, posting them to Instagram, TikTok, wherever, those blow up. And you might notice that a lot of people here maybe go a step too far. They cross interpersonal relationship boundaries to get a clip that will be more successful because they're doing something out of pocket, something a little crazy, something a little wild. This is happening constantly. I can tell you right now, the ROI on that doesn't make sense. Business-wise, it is a bad move. You are making a fool of yourself to get more views, maybe a 2 million view clip, whatever, here, there, in burning bridges with people who otherwise might like to collab with you in the future.
That makes sense, right? Again, this gets back to people, you know, they see the number go up and they're like, oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. But yeah, then your network's smaller because you've started to isolate yourself, right? Like nobody likes to hang out with a fucking dick. Like, don't be a dick.
Does a nuisance streamer get views? Do they get some success? Sure. Do you want to be Jack Doherty? Okay? Fuck no. And so I think this happens because the system sets it up that way. Because you're incentivized, I want to get more views, do this. You push yourself. Do not lose yourself in the pursuit of what you're trying to accomplish here. This is a little fact that you guys are all going to have to deal with a lot earlier in your career.
Getting hate farmed can be a lot of noise. Yeah. The secret to that, ignore it. The internet will never give you grace. Yeah. Don't be a dick in the first place. Do your best, right? Like, You know, you can't apologize for everything, but you know, just try not to fuck up in the first place, and you know, have some foresight, right? Like, don't, you know, shortchange yourself for one bad thing, right? It's like a whole attaboy, um, you know, one mistake will wipe out like 10 attaboys. Like, you know, hey, good job. Doesn't matter. You make one mistake, you know, no grace. Streamer friendships are tainted by third party, the viewer. Yeah, I would agree with that. You know, there's on cam and off cam. There's a reason. To be honest, I've been very careful to not do what I do to some degree around my friends, because I don't want my friendships to be tainted by you lovely fine folk. You cannot control your reputation. I mean, you can, you to some degree, right? People are going to say what they're going to say. They're going to have their own perspective. Their perspective is going to be their reality. But at the end of the day, if you're being true to yourself and doing your thing, then just go to town. So, you know, don't be a dick is the motto.
And it's going to be a bit of an awakening. Right now, more people know you than like you. In life, for the most part, more people like you than know you. You meet people in your family, they like you. In school, you know, maybe they like you. Right now, an overwhelming amount of people know your faces and names, but don't like you because you've been on other people's streams or whatever. What's gonna come from that is, and I'm sure some of you've experienced this, you might get hate farms. There might be clips in context, out of context, that blow up way larger than an audience you are familiar with. And if you guys know anything about the internet, they have zero grace for you. They're probably being pretty mean to some people in this room right now, and that doesn't feel very good. Another note on that, your streamer friendships are constantly being tainted because there is a third party in that relationship, the viewer. There's probably a difference that you've experienced between friendships you've made with streamers on stream versus your friends who are totally off stream. Do you guys feel that? And then the final one, and you guys are gonna all have to deal with this, is you cannot control your reputation. You literally cannot control it. It is out of your hands. It is an act of ego to try to control it, but ultimately the good thing is your reputation does not matter. The relationships with the real people in your life, okay, your tangible friends,
Sure.
the people you stream with, your friends, whoever, your family, that is what matters. What they think of you, how you treat them is what matters, not what the people online think. It's a very easy thing to say. It's a very hard thing to do in.
Yeah, that's fine. Your online thing doesn't matter. But again, you know, if you tank your reputation and you're not getting brand deals, that's not good either, right? So, you know, there's a whole career that people have to like manage reputations. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Practice. I'm just saying this as a reminder for you all. I genuinely believe this. I promise you, okay, no matter how loud you think the noise is at any moment, from hate, whatever, it does go away. The things that stay with you through those hard times are gonna be your personal relationships, okay? Now let's talk about the tips and tricks to get big fast.
Oh, tips and trick to get big fast. Here we go.
Because I want all of you to succeed, and I see those numbers, 87% never hit the peak again. Let's do it. Let's go through these tips right now. Guys, this is an easy guide.
Right, goals for yourself for the rest of the year. Okay, check. We have goals. Make a schedule and stick to it. Check. We have a schedule. We're building one. Ideate on stream ideas every single day. Check. As I was talking about, we had a plan. We have a new plan today. Implement the content funnel so you can maximize your efficiency. Woo woo, we love min-maxing, right? Gaming or not, we min-max. Master YouTube by working on packaging, titles, thumbnails, and intros. Oh yeah, I got to get the intro. I think I did one for this video, hopefully. Scale your team to output more videos and streams even faster. Streamers even faster. Okay, yeah. All good. Let's go. Let's get big. Getting big. To be honest, I had like 15 people watch my first video from day one. That's awesome. That was exciting. I was like, oh shit, yeah, people are watching my video. So, you know, and that was part of the content funnel. We watched it on stream, twitch.tv, you know, /Ownageboat, and then we content funneled it and we did it. So I could say that it worked to some degree. You know, we're not getting paid, you know, not big bucks in it over here. No big riz either, but we're getting better every single day. So that's good. That's good.
anyone can follow. The first one, now these are my homework assignments for you. That's how easy I made it. Raise your hand if you did my homework. Be honest. Who did my homework?
I did one.
You didn't do my homework? You didn't do my homework?
I've been busy and I do
apologize. Don't apologize to me. I don't mind. But you're missing the fast track to success if you don't do these tricks. Let's go through them. First one, writing down your goals. Writing down your goals for yourself for the rest of the year. What's the value of writing down a goal? One, when you write it down, you materialize it. You actualize it. You put out into the universe that you want to achieve this thing. Is it corny? Yes. Does it work scientifically? Is it backed up? Also yes. There are studies that show that writing down your goals helps you achieve them. One more note on goals. I said the next 6 months, but there's a little fact. People overestimate what they can do in 1 year, underestimate what they can do in 5 years. Make yourself a 5-year goal too. You'll be surprised how much you can accomplish in that time. Second trick, make it a schedule. Streaming has no schedule. Who's been streaming 24/7? Who's been streaming every single minute? That's probably exhausting. Y'all are tired. There is no reason you cannot stream another minute. And if you stream another minute, you'll make another $1. But when do you stop? Hold yourself accountable by making yourself a schedule. And in that schedule, leave some time for ideation on what you're gonna do on stream. You should be ideating, you should be thinking about this every single day. What you do on stream, where you're maybe gonna get some clips, what segment could be a YouTube video, what the viewers might enjoy, what you might enjoy. All that happens from the ideation process. Next up, content funnel. This goes in part with the ideation, but basically when you do a 4 to 6 hour stream, you can get a lot out of it. Multiple videos, multiple clips, long form VODs, whatever it is. Master YouTube by working on packaging. I had a whole class on this yesterday, but ultimately I've looked at all of your channels. You guys are mostly dog shit at YouTube, and it's because you haven't spent the effort to learn packaging. Packaging of a YouTube video is 60% of the success of your YouTube channel. Making an amazing video doesn't matter. If I uploaded the Odyssey before it ever came out on YouTube, and the thumbnail, and I keep ripping on him, is Jack Doherty, and the title is Hanging Out with My Buddies, it's not gonna do nearly as well as if it were titled The Odyssey with Matt Damon. Do you get what I'm saying here? Finally, scale your team. You are limited in what you can do as an individual. If you scale, you can accomplish more. All right? If you have an editor, that frees up the time you have spent editing. Now, obviously, you have to scale to your own means. We're going to talk about scaling in a moment, but scaling allows you to accomplish more. Guys, these are my tips and tricks, and you know what? You probably have some questions for me. Maybe some more. Should I multi-stream? What's the best camera? What games do I stream? How many videos should I post today? How much do I pay my editors? Do I run ads on stream? What's the best way to game the system? I know you guys have a lot of questions because you come to me after class about them. And as far as all those questions, my tips for it, it's all useless. I need you to ignore literally everything I'm saying today. I'm sitting here as a guy who succeeded. I have survivorship bias. I can tell you, do X, Y, Z, it'll work. Then I dust my hands off, I go home, I boot up stream, I make a few thousand. What? Who's to say I know what I'm talking about? I got lucky. Genuinely, every tip in trick.
Yeah, it's again, back on day one, he talks about luck, right? It's luck.
Is useless. Do you know what actually matters? Is creating something that people connect with. You can be dog shit at optimization, but if you create something that people connect with, people will watch it. If you do all the tips and tricks, does that guarantee you'll be successful? Absolutely the fuck not. And you guys know this to be true, okay? You are the sauce. You are what matters. You, your personality, your authenticity, the things you are passionate about, and being able to express that to other people. Ron?
Sorry to be late.
Yes, get out of class, Ron.
Please, God. This is just evil. This is just fucking evil.
I really need you guys to take this lesson home. This is something I cannot teach you. No one here can teach you. We sit here at StreamerU saying we know the answers. If you listen, you will learn. That is not true.
You are the sauce. Yeah. We individually are our own secret sauce. That makes sense, right? Again, you don't know how to what makes you unique, but your friends do, and you just got to tap into that, right? You got to be fun and the person that your friends like, because you do that, online enough, you're going to find your audience and they're going to be like, yeah, I'm on board with this guy. He seems fun.
What is actually true is that you have something special inside of you and you need to connect with people on a personal level, and that is the only way that you will get big.
You want to get large? You want to be in charge? Be friendly. How to win friends and influence people. 101.
All right? That is really it. And I cannot give you that.
Too late.
Okay? Bonnie, I need you to get out. Do you guys agree with me on this point? Yes. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Yes, sir. 0 to
GTFO Bonnie. And Clyde, whoever the other guy was.
tips and tricks will help you. 0. You can optimize success, but success comes from you. And I cannot teach you how to be authentically you. I got some examples here. All right.
I don't know who this lady is on the left. I think the middle guy is Squeaks. I think that's who that guy is that he was talking about. And then Moist Critical, who, you know, I've recently come across him because he has a take on everything. And he just got his Trump T1 phone. So looking forward to seeing what's going on over there.
These are people who I think are absolutely dog shit at what they do on a micro level. I think they are horrible at optimizing the game. I also think they are some of the greatest creators on earth. Vanilla Mace has an infectious personality. She succeeds wildly everywhere. She also uploads like almost unedited, like hour-long vlogs, and people eat it up because they just want to see every minute of her. She's not content funneling her stream to maximize output. She's being Vanilla Mace, and people love that. Squeaks!
Yeah, again, she's the sauce. Makes sense.
Could not think of a guy who comes up with worse stream segments. He's playing every Metal Gear right now. It's like a 30-year-old game, bro. It is not what I would recommend if someone said, what games should I play? I wouldn't go Metal Gear Solid 2. But he's doing it.
Great game, man. Come on. That's like one of my first Metal Gears. Love Metal Gear Solid 2.
Because he likes it. People like that.
I might check it out just for the sake of seeing how he's doing.
They like that they can be at work watching their boomer playing boomer games, and he's funny while doing it. And Moist Critical, I'm sure you guys know this, doesn't make thumbnails. His titles are like talking about the Odyssey, and he
Really?
You're late.
She's not a student. My job and my dorm. She's
Alright, that works.
I'm not a streamer.
Not a student. Charlie does not optimize his YouTube game. He's a wildly successful YouTuber. He's obviously a unicorn in that sense. But when he goes live or when he does his YouTube videos, he's not working on his packaging. He's not getting the tightest intro thumbnail title. Okay, I'm bringing these people up because they are anomalies, but they are proof that the most important thing is the personality you have, the authenticity you have, and how you're able to connect with people. Really, these people are who you should aspire to be, but you can't aspire to be them because then you're not being yourself. It's a little bit of a catch-22 here. So here's...
You're saying I can't just wear a t-shirt and tell people that about the latest drama? I think that's what Charlie does, the Moist Critical guy. He's the drama guy, daily drama.
About the only advice I can give you to succeed at being the best.
Don't forget to live your life because of the grind. Yeah, you gotta live your life. Respect belongs to everybody regardless of their views. Yep, respect everybody. Friends keep you grounded. Don't forget your day ones, okay? Yeah, friends. I like friends. Hobbies, do it more than stream. It makes you dull. If you don't do your hobbies, it makes you dull. Enjoy it. Do the little things. Do the things you like. You are not a creator machine. Bro, I am a cyborg. I am the machine known as Ownageboat, and I am here to do the content and create.
Best you. And it's to not lose yourself in the grind. I cannot tell you the amount of streamers who I talk to who are drone bots who all they can talk about are numbers, viewers, streams, bullshit. Bro, it makes you a rotted individual. People connect with you because the life experiences you've had up to this moment. If all you do from this moment on is stream every waking moment, then you lose what made you special in the first place. Live life. Enjoy life. Connect with people. Don't lose it because you're trying to hustle, be a creator, grind 24/7. Now, number one, something a lot of people at this university could take a little lesson. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Respect goes to every.
Yeah, there's been these, again, I'm glad I'm not there. No offense, Kai, but man, these kids, they got no respect for each other. We got them throwing the hands and sauces and water bottles, and I get it. They want the clicks, but man, somebody that does that in real life, you're gonna get shot. Like, that is not how you treat another person. Mike Tyson said it best, I think. People are getting way too comfortable disrespecting each other on the internet. You say that shit to him, he's gonna punch you out.
Everyone. I think Dean Sinat made a mistake. Respect belongs to cameramen, right? I know he said cameramen shouldn't make content, but people are treating cameramen like absolute trash. Respect belongs to the people in the cafeteria who have to clean up everybody's shit because they're too busy with their stream to put away a tray.
Crazy. Who can't put away a tray? I get it, actually. Never mind. I've seen people at offices. They can't even put their shit in the fucking dishwasher.
And a revolving cleaning belt. You just put it on, it's 5 seconds. Introduce yourself to everyone. I have a story, I'm not gonna out who this person is. We have a TVU backpack, it's a very expensive backpack. It's what big streamers have, because they have a lot of money. I was not with my friends, Cam and Christian, they were together. Cam had the backpack, Christian was next to him. I'm outside, I'm separate. A streamer at this event walks up, sees the TVU, sparks up a conversation, they start chatting with Christian. Christian, after a while, gives him a heads up, hey, by the way, I'm not a streamer. The streamer walks away without saying another word. That happened here, that happened this weekend. That happened here, that happened this weekend. This was a streamer at this university. I will not out the streamer. This happened though. What I'm trying to say is people are not more valuable because they have a larger view count. People are valuable because they are people, because they are human, because we're all human. Second point, talk about friends. Value of friends. They keep you grounded. Don't drop your day ones. Let's go to Christian one more time. Christian, how long have I known you?
25 years?
That's what he means by day ones. Your old schools, your homies. To be honest, that's the dream. If if this boat takes off and we got, the boat be floating, we picking up the homies. Like, that's the goal. Like, fun fact, I used to run a guild and I got kicked out of a guild and I was like, never again. Let's create a guild where we're, the homies be floating together and, we be jamming. We got our own place. So, like I said, follow, subscribe. You'll see a lot of the same faces. We get this rolling. Good times. It'll be good times.
6 years old, first grade, we're on a bus together. All right, that's my boy. I hang out with him every day. Again, this don't even need to be applauded. This is basic shit for normal people, but sometimes when you're streaming, you lose yourself. Big streamer group starts hanging out with you, you start hanging out with them. Okay, that's great, but hang out with people in real life, hang out with people offline. If you have streamer friends, that's fine. Take some time to hang out with them offline. I'm not pointing at anyone.
You pointed at me.
I'm going general for the group. If you have friends who are streamers, you can hang out with them offline. That's just a general thing to the group. Hobbies. Not everything you have to do is work. Not everything you have to do is stream. Find some. For me, it's going to Dodgers baseball games and occasionally gambling a little more than I should. Not the best hobby, but it's what I got. Finally, enjoy what you're making. Like, I think that really is ultimately it. If you really enjoy what you're making, then you really don't give a fuck how well it's doing. Does it matter if you have 1,000 views versus 500 viewers if you're really just liking what you're doing? Not as much, not really. Can you afford your life? Sure, great, that's amazing. That's all you need. You're enjoying your day to day. I promise you it's a lot better than if you go to an office job. So try to find something you enjoy. It's a creative pursuit. Find something you enjoy making, enjoy creating. Pop quiz! All right, guys, pop quiz time. Show of hands here. Raise your hand if you want to answer this pop quiz question. I'm going to ask one of you. Okay.
I'll answer it. You ready, Ludwig? I got you.
What is his name?
Oh man. It's tough because I haven't seen a face. I don't know if that's the guy that was at the door. I don't know if it is the guy at the door. I think the guy at his door was his number one. I don't know, man. That's tough. That's real tough. Again, maybe I feel cheated because I'm not in the room and I'm gonna cop myself out, but it's tough.
Cameraman.
Ooh, cameraman, not the answer.
Hands up! Hands up! Who's got it? Who's got it? A lot less hands this time, I'm noticing. Why do we not know his name?
You didn't tell us.
No,
He didn't tell us, or you didn't ask?
He did say it.
Yusuf.
Cam.
There we go.
Oh, look at that, Cam. So again, my bad. I didn't know, not to cop out, but I thought Cam could be his buddy. I don't know. Like, it's very hard when he's like, they're both in the same general direction.
No, I didn't. This is Christian. I'm sure you don't know the names, and there's a lot of people here, so I don't blame you, of the cameramen here. This is just a reinforcement, guys. Everyone deserves your respect. Everyone deserves your time. I know there was a little bit with Kai about how we treat the cameramen, but seriously, they are people. They're just doing a job. All right, give them your love, give them your respect, the same you would any other person. Okay, this is some shit that I think everyone could use here, no matter what size you are. If you are scaling up your team, if you have an editor.
Treat your editors, your clippers, and your cameraman like employees. Yeah. I mean, they are part of the team, right? If you eat, they eat. Yeah. Don't be, not letting them eat. That's so mean. Like, some of you people who have, some of these people will see this. If you have a wedding, you get like a photographer for your wedding, you set plates for the people that are like, helping serve your people, right? You account for them. Be a leader in what you're hoping to accomplish. Yes. Leader, just additionally, leaders eat last, right? Like, if they're eating, then you can eat. So, pay people, take care of them. They can only execute your vision as well as you've communicated it. Yeah. If you want to say, hey, we're just getting content out, that's great. But, if at the end of the day, you have expectations, I need you here at this time so we can do this for an hour, right? Like, you've set the expectation, right? Communicate it. Beware of scaling up too fast. Yep. We're scaling from 0 to 1, being me, because we're going live with this. And, maybe we'll find a friend along the way. It's all about the friends you made along the way, right?
Maybe you have a clipper. I have a team of 15. You are responsible for everyone you hire. You are the boss. This is a professional relationship, okay? For me, when I hire someone full-time, what does that mean? It means they have left their job. They're putting their chips on me. They're betting that I'm going to take care of them. I'm responsible.
Amen, brother. Amen. Good on you, Ludwig.
For them, okay? Why do I stream as much as I do? I like it. But it's because I have 15 people I am responsible for, and if I fuck off for a month, payroll might be a little rough that month. And that doesn't fly. You gotta treat your editors, clippers, cameramen, whoever, like employees. What do I mean by that? Meet with them weekly. Set a schedule. Communicate. Give feedback. Don't just go to your editor, go edit this. Watch what you edited after. Watch what they edited after. Give them some feedback on it. It goes a long way, okay? Help them.
Yeah, help them carry your vision forward.
Improve at their craft while you're improving at your craft. I've uploaded probably 2,000 YouTube videos. I watch every single one. I've watched every deadass. I've watched every single one my editors have posted. I meet with my editors every single week. When do we meet, Cam?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, 12:15. I meet with my entire team every single week. We talk about what's gonna happen that week, what I'm expecting to create, how I want their edits to go, which videos are going on which channel, all right? You are a boss, you have to be in charge of that stuff. Second point, if you eat, they eat. I don't expect you to be paying editors crazy amounts when you're a small creator. It's not feasible, okay? And new editors also don't expect to be making that much. My first editor, I paid $100 a video. My first editor Still my editor today. He makes well over 6 figures now.
Nice. Nice. Good on him.
Okay? I'm eating, he's eating. It's how it goes. You can give a percentage, you can give a flat fee, whatever it is, a mixture of both. But if you are succeeding, they should also be succeeding. They're part of your success. Don't ignore them. You gotta be a leader in what you are hoping to accomplish, okay? These points are kind of mixed, both of them work. What I mean by that is, if you have a vision of what you want to execute it, you have to communicate it, okay? So if you want to do a 24-hour stream, that is your idea. What you want to do in that stream, you have to communicate to your cameraman, to your editors, your clippers during it, your editors after it, okay? Really own the entire process of what you are going to do. Don't just spark stream and expect some shit to happen. Own the vision, own the process. Final point, beware of scaling up too fast. I made this mistake. I started a company called Off-Brand Productions. The idea was I would make events for other streamers. It was an ambitious project. I hired a team of 30 people. After about 16 months, I had lost $3 million.
Shit.
The person who I had run the company did not do a great job letting me know how much money we were losing. My bank account had $1,200 in it. This is true. This is 2 years ago. I was at risk of defaulting on 2 companies. I had to sit in a room in front of a group about this big and let them know 2 weeks before Christmas we were going to let them go. It was not a great
Brutal, man. Not a fun spot to be in.
experience. That was because I scaled up too fast. I was too ambitious. That was a fault of mine. Beware of scaling up too fast. Doesn't mean you can't hire someone here and there or whatever, or make hires eventually. You don't have to go getting, all right, now I need a clipper, an editor, a thumbnail guy, and then 2 weeks down the road you're like, actually, sorry guys, I lied. I looked at the numbers, this doesn't make any fucking sense for me. Yep.
How many of each role should you have?
How many of each role should you have in terms of positions?
How many editors?
Scaling is a very personal thing. It comes down to what you're creating. You make mukbang content in short form. What is stopping you from scaling and making more mukbang videos? Maybe it is editors? I'm not sure. You tell me, J-Shock, what do you need?
I have an editor for YouTube and clippers that have been holding it down all week. Shout out to them. But I just want to build a confined team that I trust. And I feel like this week I've done that. And I've grown so much just from these 2 people that have helped me.
Yep.
I feel like keeping your team small and that you can trust is so important.
1,000%. And what I would say is talk to your team. So you're asking me who you should add. Why would I know? I'm not a part of your team. Why not ask your team? Hey, where do you guys feel like you need a little more help? I have a second channel. It's called Ludwig. We upload daily. I check in with those guys once a month. I go, are we good? How is our life balance? Are we able to keep this output up? Can we keep it up for 6 months, a year? How about 5 years? And they let me know, we're good right now. We like the amount we're making. We like the amount of work we are doing. We are good. If they come to me and they say, hey, we could use some help, guess where I'm scaling? I'm adding a 3rd editor there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So ask them, talk to them. Guys, I appreciate you all being here. We have one final slide to talk about. And this one really comes down to a personal question. What do you really want? Do you really want to be a streamer? And that doesn't mean that you need to, quit right away or start streaming 365 days. But really understand why you want to be a streamer. And it can be any number of reasons. I wrote down a few of the big ones. Maybe simply put, all you actually care about is getting rich.
Streaming isn't the most efficient way to do that long term. Now, again, we've talked about this. It does take a long time to get the ball rolling. However, the output could be big if you don't have a lot of capital to start with. So, again, you got some entertaining stuff to say. Not a bad start.
Okay, I'll tell you, streaming's not the most efficient way to do that. There's 6.25 million streamers. The 10,000th biggest streamer, 10,000th out of 6.25 million, makes about 50K a year. So unless you are in the top 500 out of, I'm gonna say that number again, 6.25 million, you're not gonna be rich. So it might not be the most efficient path. Maybe you wanna be famous? Again, not the most efficient.
Social media sites. Maybe I should get some Instagram toesy photos going. I'll get a whatever. Yeah, some toe shots. What's Only Toes? Onlytoes.com. I got you. Got some beautiful piglets down there.
Path, streaming.
They're like Halle Berry Brown. Not because they're dirty, but because, you got a little tint to myself.
There's a few big streamers, but if you go to an Uber driver and you talk about anyone outside of Kai Cenat and I Show Speed, they're not gonna know who you're talking about. I know.
I think most people, even talking about those people, don't know who they are. Like, I don't really know who they are. I can't say I've ever watched one of their streams, so I don't know.
Because I talk to them, and they say, "What do you do?" And I say, "Stream," and they go, "What's your name?" And I say, "Ludwig," and they go, "Oh," and then the conversation ends. All right? It's not the quickest path to fame if that's what you want, or maybe you just want to play games. In which case, that's chill. Then the success doesn't really matter, right? You can play games on stream, off stream, with a job, without a job. The success part doesn't really matter. But you have to understand very deeply what your motivations are, and I cannot tell you what they are. But maybe the answer is, I don't really care about the streaming part. I care about a creative outlet. Or I really...
What about all three? Let's do all three, man. Can I just check? Yes, please. Why not both? Why not all? If we're making tacos here. We'll put a little famous on top, put a little games on top, inside of a nice little cheesy gordita crunch of making rich. Sounds good to me.
enjoy the streaming part, but I don't like the game of it, and I just want to play some games with the small community that I have. I like that. You don't have to shoot to be a top 100 streamer. You don't have to stream at all if you don't like. There's just something to keep in mind I want you guys to think about. The only thing I got for you guys. Thanks for your time, y'all. Appreciate it.
Good. That was not the marquee ending that you need to have, but whatever. Good. Thank you for your time. It's classic ending.
Guys, I have some extra time, so we can field some questions. You guys also are free to leave at this point. I do not mind if you walk out. I will be here until about 1:30. Does anyone have some questions right now? We'll take them group form. What do you got for me?
So you talked about like communicating your vision. Do you think it's important to do solo work first so that you like can properly understand the steps that you're like expecting from other people? Or do you think it's more so trial and error and then circling back on things that you want to improve in the future?
Wait, say that one more time for me. You want to communicate your vision. I don't understand that.
So like if I'm bringing editors on, right?
Yes.
Do you think it's important that I first sit down and like edit myself for a while to understand like my vision, my pacing, my story, my angle, and then I pass that information on to someone else?
If you do the craft of editing, if you do the craft of thumbnail making, you understand so much more what you're looking out of those crafts. I started as an editor. I knew the editing style that I liked. I can admit I was a dog shit editor. I'm not the...
I think that this is a good point. Again, being able to, what is it called? Like if you were to build a game, you would like, have some rough scenes of what you're trying to do, right? Or storyboarding. So you want to storyboard your vision so that way you can kind of convey it. Now, if you're editing, you're more familiar with even more the process. Like, hey, I want to tween the person in and move them in from the side or whatever, right? Like, so yeah, I mean, there's layers to it. If you could say, I want fast cuts, wide shots, blah, 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 you got the right verbiage. So yeah, it's good to, again, do some of the craft so that way you can understand what you need to do and then go from there.
The most efficient one to do it. So I was happy to give up that process, but at least had a framework of, okay, this is what it looks like. I made thumbnails for 5 years. Yeah. I had an idea, I got better at it, of what I wanted my thumbnails to look like. I can fully admit I'm not the best at manipulating photos, so I had someone who could do it much better to try to match my style. You'll develop a style if you do this, which is a great thing, because if you don't develop a style, then you can't really give direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing up my one bugbear at Streamer University, which is the dining hall trade.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, everybody, it's so easy. You pick your tray up, you walk to the far left-hand corner when you're facing the cafeteria, you put it on the machine. It takes it away. That's it.
It is a magical machine. It's a true point.
I really kind of am curious about this magical tray machine. Like, can I get a magical tray machine for my house where I like put a plate on it and it like tray goes away? Does it go into like a fucking crunching machine that, you know, destroys trees. I don't know. A wood chipper, a wood chipping tray machine. I don't know. Are they like, I would love to know. So if you've seen the movie Hackers, there's like the robots like moving videos around. Do they got that going on? I'm so curious for trays. I want to know. I'm curious.
All right, thank you for that point. Anyone else got a question? What we got?
So what do you think is like a healthy balance of like desktop and IRL? Because I like desktop the most, and I feel like I make my best content on desktop. But everyone's like, oh, like you have to IRL, you have to IRL. It's like I like IRL because it's good for like the connects and the collabs and like there's more clips and stuff. But it's like, what is like that healthy balance like? What do you think?
It sounds like you want to do desktop, but people are telling you should do. Guys, that group in the back, you guys want to leave? What's the best mixture of desktop and IRL? I think it sounds like you just want to do desktop.
I want to mostly do desktop, but I still like IRLing at times.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a very personal question. I can't answer for you specifically. I would do what you enjoy doing the most. And if you don't mind doing IRL and it happens to perform better, I would do it once a week. There's no harm in that. Right?
I don't want to add some IRL into the mix. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I got an iPhone. We'll see. Let's just pick up the iPhone and go IRLing. I got a video that we're releasing on YouTube hopefully this Tuesday. I think I want to go IRL streaming and accompany it, like in companionship with it, in something with it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Right? If you hate doing it, stop doing it. But if you don't mind doing it, like if you're cool with IRL, yeah, sure, why not? Do it 1 or 2 times a week. I'm cool with that. That's fine.
How can I come back from being hate farmed?
How can you come back from being hate farmed? That's a good ass question. That's a good ass question. I think hate farming is a bit of an inevitability. I remember I used to watch competitive Super Smash Bros. And there was a commentator I really liked. His name was Bobby Scar. He had an infectious personality. He was great at his job. I thought, who can hate this guy? He's amazing. I saw hate threads about this guy. And I was like, what the fuck? Then I went to live streaming. I saw this creator, his name's Germa985. I'm like, this guy's amazing. He can do no wrong. I saw some hate threads about that guy. And then I realized...
Yeah, people are going to hate. People love hating. That's one thing we've learned with the USA political climate. People just love to hate. It gets them going in the morning.
You're never going to be perfect. There's always going to be people who hate you.
Yeah.
What is the best thing you can do after being hate farmed? It's be the best you, the you that you are proud of 5 years down the road, and ignore the noise.
Ignore it. Again, ignore it and be proud of who you want to be in 5 years. I think that's great advice, Ludwig. Great advice.
Not try to rein in and control everyone's opinion about you. It doesn't matter. Does your family love you?
Yes.
Do your friends love you?
Yes.
Do you like what you do?
Yes.
Then fuck it. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your reputation doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And I know that is a weird thing to say because you are a creator. You feel like it matters. What actually matters is trying to make things that you are passionate about, being authentic, connecting with people. Do you have viewers?
Yes.
Do your viewers like you?
You have viewers? Me? No, maybe. I see one person. Maybe. Hello. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for watching. Oh, there they go. My viewer left.
I hope so.
So you're not doing content for those people who hate you to like you.
Yeah.
You're doing content for those people who already like you to have a good time. So focus your energy on them.
So just ignore it?
Totally ignore it. I got hate farm this week. Okay? I got a lot of love this week. Guess what I'm putting my energy into? The love. Put your energy into the love. And if you genuinely fucked up, sometimes we fuck up, we're fallible people. Maybe you deserve the hate farm. Maybe you had a fuck ton of clips that made you look bad. It happens. You know what you do? Be a better you. You live a long life. People give grace over time. Internet forgets about shit. Just be the better you.
So you don't recommend like addressing certain situations, or?
If it is a situation in which you fucked up, I would address it and take accountability and then move on. Absolutely.
Right.
For your audience's sake.
Okay.
You are not taking that accountability for the hate farmers, because there's no apology you can ever say that will be accepted. Every apology is a dog shit apology.
Yeah.
Okay? You guys know this. So you've never seen an apology of someone who's fucked up and gone, well, good job. We nailed that one.
Yeah.
Okay? So ultimately what matters is you regaining trust of someone who liked you, whose trust you broke. Okay? And that is your community. Maybe that's your friends. Maybe it's whoever it is. That's what matters. So that's who you're directing your message towards. You're not directing it towards responding to points of haters. That doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't, somebody who's going to hate you, you can't please them, right? They already hate you. So again, I think that's another great point. These are banger answers. You're apologizing to those of the trust you've broken, and, you know, acknowledge it, own your mistakes, and move on. We all are, you know, we're not perfect. We try to be, but we're not.
Doesn't matter. They do not matter. But it does matter to be accountable for your actions. I appreciate that question. It's a good question.
What's your take on cancel culture and your peers being canceled?
What is your take on cancel culture and your peers being canceled? It's a good question. It's a very nuanced question. I think, one, cancel culture doesn't exist in the traditional sense. As long as someone's willing to continue to make content, they're not truly canceled, right? Jack Doherty's still out there making shit. And I think a lot of people would wish he wasn't, but like, he just does it regardless.
A lot of shade toward Jack Doherty. Not that Jack Doherty is a great content creator. I see him kind of being a piece of something, piece of work. So, you know, but yeah, I think that's a good point, right? Like, if you keep cranking, you know, oh well, right? Like, you're not in a bad spot.
No one can stop him, and that's his right. Unless a platform deplatforms you, I think that's maybe like where a true cancellation comes in. As far as your peers, I think that is your responsibility to prioritize interpersonal relationships. And if you've done a good job doing that, then that shouldn't matter. Does that make sense? But ultimately, I do view friendships that I have with creators, okay, differently than friendships I have with people in the real world. Because there is this third-party thing. You know what I think about a lot? I have a fuck ton of viewers. People like collab with me. If I wake up tomorrow with 100 viewers, are they going to want to collab with me as much? Probably not. Just realistically, that is part of the game. So how legitimate is that?
I mean, hey buddy, again, I'll collab with you. I'll take my one viewer and you'll be at 101. Right? It's more than you had.
Friendship. Is it based off of who they view me as a person? Or is it based off of the success that I can bring? It's a mixture. And that, for me, is something I'm not willing to stomach. So I do not view them in the same sense that I view friends who love me regardless of my success, my wealth, my status, whatever. But ultimately, this sounds like an issue of interpersonal relationships, and you have to deal with those mostly offline. Any other questions?
Want to do a Maybach Monday?
Make it easy for me.
I will. I'll drive to you.
Okay? When?
The weekend that we get back.
The weekend. So this coming weekend?
Friday.
And you'll come to me?
I'll come to you.
What time?
Probably like around 3 p.m.
Yeah, I can do that.
You just need to happen.
But make it happen.
Make it happen.
Is a Maybach a car? I think it's a car.
Any other questions?
How would you go about paying like a cameraman or clippers when you first get started?
You're gonna be paying for someone who's worse at their job. Just full stop. Like, you're not gonna get I Show Speed's cameraman because you don't got budget like that. So you're gonna have the funds to pay to someone who wants to get into it. What I did early on, the first person I ever hired was my roommate. He came into my room in his underwear. He had a PowerPoint presentation. It said why you should hire me, okay? It went over all the shit I wasn't doing, AKA I wasn't paying my taxes at the time. I'd recommend paying your taxes. It's a different class. He said, I can do X, Y, Z for you. Will you hire me? I said, sure. Okay, and at the start, I'm not paying this guy probably what he deserves. I'm paying him what I can pay him. And I'm working with him because he's my friend. I would work with friends, or I would work with someone who's new, who wants to get into the industry, who you can pay as much as you can. The only thing is, and you should communicate this, if shit gets good for us, it gets good for us. You know what I'm saying? So maybe start with a percentage of revenue from, maybe it's the stream, maybe it's the videos, maybe it's sponsors, whatever it is. Like some percentage cut. So now he has a guarantee, or she has a guaranteed scalable way to increase that salary outside of, you know, hey, I'm gonna offer you $50 a stream, which that's maybe a little less appealing.
Hey, man.
All right, y'all, class is dismissed. Guys, I have office hours if anyone wants to stay, feel free. I'll be here about 35 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, that was interesting. Again, Ludwig, thanks for sharing. Thanks for getting us educated on how to be a streamer. That was good. Like, I think there's a lot of good stuff takeaway there. You know, if we, I probably should have taken some notes. So, good thing that this is a video on demand, and you can watch it now again on my YouTube, because this is going straight to YouTube. Thanks for watching.